Hi there! Thank you so much for joining me on our second Fishy Friday episode of Beyond Days of the Reef. Today we'll be exploring what makes a fish a fish. So before we get started, let me ask you, is a starfish a fish? How about a shark? Or a moray eel? Stay tuned and find out in today's episode. So before we dive into answering that, I have another question for you. What is this structure on this local Santa Barbara bird species on the left-hand side? That's right, it's a wing. And what is the function of a bird's wing? To fly. I actually took this photo of this California scrub jay flying when I was camping with friends. So does that mean that every creature that has wings is a bird? Certainly not. Can you think of anything else that has wings but isn't a bird? Well, these ones come in mind for me. Here we have a butterfly, a bat, a bee, and even an airplane. All of these things have wings that help them fly, but they're not birds. Now you might be wondering, why is she telling me about birds when I'm here to learn about fish? We'll use the knowledge we learned with the example of birds to investigate a few structures and their functions that come together to make a fish a fish. Now remember, not every animal that has these structures is considered a fish, so keep that in mind and let's get started. What is something that fish and humans have in common? That's right, fish and humans have a backbone or vertebrae. Some have skeletons made up of bones, like humans, and this kelp bass on the top, while others are made up of cartilage, like a swell shark's on the bottom. That's something we'll explore a little further in our next episode. Since we know that humans, along with many other animals, share this common trait with fish, we can conclude that not all vertebrates are fish. However, we can say that all fish are vertebrates. Let's take a look at this diagram. If you look at this pie chart of all vertebrate species, fish make up nearly half of all animals with backbones, while all other vertebrates make up the other half. There's a picture of me, a vertebrate, scuba diving. Now, even though I'm swimming in the water, I'm not a fish. Now we're going to explore the features that allow a fish to swim and move. That's right, fins. All fish, with the exception of a few jawless fish like a hagfish, have paired fins. Here you can see the pectoral and pelvic fins of a horn shark on the bottom left. And next to it, you'll see the pectoral fins of a swell shark. These are both pictures of some of the baby sharks I take care of at the reef. There are, however, some marine mammals that have similar structures to fins, but they're not considered fish. For example, dolphins. Now, I'm sorry, but we're out of time for this part of the episode. But here's a hint for the next feature we're going to explore in the second part of the episode. How do fish breathe? Let's think about it and join me for part 2. See you there.